I was flying out to Seattle a few weeks ago, and it's a long flight. It's 5.5 hours, you know, so they offer you a movie on the airplane if you pay the $5. Well, that's the whole thing. I had a book that I had just started reading, so I decided I would read my book. But this is what happened. You know, I tell the lady, thank you, but no thanks, I'll read my book. So you know how you find yourself looking up? Well, after a while, I was basically not reading my book, and I was just watching the movie.
What was the matter?
I have no idea.
Know all of it. They can tell you who played in it.
I'm sure that I read the title. But at some point, you know, the people all around me would laugh, the ones who had the headphones, and the lady to my left in the seat right next to me, I caught her a couple of times crying, you know, and she was trying to hide it, but she would cry. And I was thinking, if all you've got's the pictures, then you kind of miss the whole thing. This is a Christmas song. There are people on this airplane with the headsets for the movie, but most of us can only watch, but cannot hear a thing. We have only got the title, we can only see the pictures, and we can only guess at what is happening on the screen. The ones who have the headsets match the pictures to the text. To them is given insight to the way the parts connect. But to us who sit in silence, we just jump from scene to scene, not knowing where it's going, with no clue of what it means. This movie's just a mystery, disjointed and absurd. We'll miss the entire story if we haven't got the words. Watch the people with the headsets. They will laugh and they will cry. There's something in the lines they hear that's clearly reason why. They get to feel the romance. They are very much enthralled. But those like me who cannot hear just miss out on it all. We're all on the same big airplane. We are sitting row by row. Some of us want much to learn what others clearly know. I see boy and girl and bad guy. I sense conflict and betrayal, though I do not know the reason, and I fear love won't prevail. It's like trying to read a novel, skipping every other page, like driving downtown Paris with no map to show the way. And this life is like that movie, disjointed and absurd. We will miss the entire story if we haven't got the words. We will miss all of the romance if we haven't got the words. Hey, hey. Yeah, thank you. That's the Christmas story. That's what it's all about. Y'all know I do a lot of work with kids around the country, and some of the stuff that they deal with is so hard. And those of you who have kids, especially teenage kids, if all they've got is the pictures of life, then it's hard to make sense of it. It's true for us too. If all we do is read the newspapers and don't understand the subtext of life, that's kind of what Christmas, to me anyway, is all about. It's about God coming and saying, hey, here's the storyline. And everything kind of fits in this story. That doesn't mean that the story is easy to understand. It doesn't mean that life is easy at all. But when someone asked Jesus, okay, what's the story? I mean, why are we here? What's life all about? Jesus very simply said, he said, well, love God and love your neighbor as yourself. That's what the whole story is about. And that, I think he means that to be the story of all of our lives. And that's the headset, so to speak.